Hi guys, welcome to our channel. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss the challenges in life of an international student in Canada. A brief intro about me. I am a UX researcher currently pursuing my master's at the University of Toronto here in Canada. And through this video, I wish to share my own experiences for people who are looking to come to Canada for pursuing higher studies. So in this video, I'm going to discuss a few things. So I'll start with why I came here, what was my motivation, and then I'll go into financial issues, things like loans and scholarships. And the third topic would be house hunting. And at the end, I'll explain how Canada has a different culture and how you miss a sense of belonging by staying here. So let's start. Why did I come here? So I came here because I wanted to pursue higher studies. My main aim was to shift my career from UX design to UX research. Professionally, I wanted to seek better opportunities, and since UX is a very niche field back in India, I felt that in Canada I'll have more opportunities and I'll get to work with people both from US and Canada. I also wanted to live and experience a new and exciting life, staying in a different country, experiencing different culture. Enough about me. Let's talk about what are the challenges of an international student. What challenges did I personally face, and these are the things that you need to think about before you land here. So, financial issues. As an international student, you don't have access to a lot of scholarships, be it given by the university or given by the government. You have access to very few of them. And considering my faculty, there are like hardly two scholarships that I can actually even apply to. Considering the loans, you'll have to probably take a loan from India because Canadian banks do not give loans to international students. In Canada, many students seek part-time jobs in order to cover their living expenses. So if you're doing a part-time job, you are entitled to 20 hours working off campus. And if your job is on campus, you can work unlimited number of hours. So the basic pay here is around $15 per hour, but you might also get 16 to 17. And if you're doing a research assistant, you might even get up to $40 an hour. So I would really encourage you to look for opportunities within the university because they are more safe options and you can also get paid more than the basic wage. So if you're doing a part-time job and even if you work 20 hours a week, you'll probably end up earning around $1,000 per month. That is like the bare minimum. So it will be pretty, so that amount is good enough to cover your monthly expenses if you're living in a budgeted setting. So let's talk about house hunting. As many of you know, downtown Toronto is a very expensive place to live in. And since the University of Toronto St. George campus is in downtown, you'll probably want to live near the university because you'll have labs, you'll have classes, and the winters are really harsh. So you don't want to spend hours commuting and facing the harsh weather here. Hence, I would really advise you to look for cheaper student options near the campus. Let me give you a brief idea of what the rates are. So if you're looking for a single room in a basement, or if you're looking for a shared room in an apartment, the range can go anywhere from around 600 to 800. If you're looking for a single room, which is like well equipped and it is in an apartment or in a proper house on the first or second floor, the rent can vary from $750 to $1,100. So I've seen most students stay in shared setups in their first year because it's really difficult to manage finances. But once you get a job or you get an internship, then you can look for options with more privacy. Also, one important thing I want to mention that many students are unaware of before coming here is that when you're looking for houses, most of the landlords in Canada ask for a guarantor. Now, what is a guarantor? Since you're a student and you're not earning, it is difficult for the landlord to trust you that you will be paying the rent. And since, as an international student, that trust is even less. So hence, in such conditions, the landlord asks you for a guarantor. Now, guarantor is a person who can vouch for you in case you do not pay the rent. So he or she has to come up with their employment letters and how much they're earning, and showcase a minimum amount of earning, so that the landlord is satisfied that, okay, if you're not paying the rent, this person is liable to pay the rent, and that person is supposed to sign documents agreeing to these terms. So now you'd ask that, I'm an international student and I'm completely new to this country. I do not have a guarantor. What do I do? In such cases, I would advise you to look for options where you talk directly to the landlord and not to a management or an apartment committee. But if you talk directly to the landlord, some landlords might agree. So you can also look for options where students sublet or sublease their room to someone else. So in that case, it's pretty common that you can get a room because you're talking to that person who is renting out their own room. And since the landlord has already given the house to students, then it's easier for you to get into the house setup. So resources for house hunting, I would suggest go to the Facebook groups. There is a U of T off-campus housing group. So if you just search for Toronto housing on Facebook, there are a lot of Facebook student groups, mostly made by students of University of Toronto and also people living across Toronto. So you can students keep posting there if they're leaving and they need someone to replace their room. So in that case, it is easier for you to find a room through Facebook. And Kijiji is also a very good website to look for cheaper options. If you're looking to stay away from campus and you feel like you can face the winter or you do not have a lot of classes in the winter, then I would suggest you can also look for cheaper options in Scarborough, Etobicoke, or areas outside of the city. I'd be able to find a big single room with anything ranging from $500 to $700. I can explain more about these areas if you require. Please place it in the comments, and I'll get more information on this. The last but not the least, I would like to help you understand what is the culture here, and how as an international student, how do you actually feel mentally staying in a country that's not yours. So you do miss a sense of belonging. There is a culture difference, there is a language difference, and the lack of festivals that we usually have. So these are some of the things that you might miss. You might feel homesick a lot of times. Try to make a lot of friends, because many people are busy and it's difficult to catch hold of them. Since it's a foreign country, you do miss that sense of belonging here. Sometimes you might feel that you don't belong to this country and this is not yours, and you might have thoughts of going back. But trust me, if you stay here at least for 2 years, you will feel better. The first year can be really difficult. I've gone through the phase, but just keep motivated to move on, and please complete your course and get some job experience, even if you're thinking to go back. So thank you everyone for listening to this video. Let me know if you want me to focus on any one of these sections, or if you want the resources that I've used for job hunting or for financial help, or any other topic that you want me to make a video on. I'm totally available for any kind of help. So please like and subscribe to be notified of the various videos and various different series that are going to come up.